Hello students, in this video lecture we will study about grillage footing. This is your last topic on the column based design of unit 3rd. We have studied about slab base, we have studied about gusseted bases also. Means we know that lighter loads we use slab base and for heavier loads we use slab base. So why we are studying about grillage footing? Well, to answer those, I have 2 points. First one is when the loads on the column are extremely heavy, like in the case of tall buildings. The load is very heavy, and to accommodate that load, we need to increase the dimensions of the base plate. That will not be a feasible idea to implement. And is if the bearing capacity of the soil is poor, because the concrete block which is to be placed over the soil, it will or it may fail, and to overcome this shortcoming we need to change its dimension or by making it thicker, but by doing so we are making it as a uneconomical option. So based on these 2 points, we need to design a system so the heavier loads can be easily accommodated with economical preference. So we design grillage footing. In grillage footing, column is placed over the base plate and the base plate is supported over a tier of beams, and it should be 2 or more tier of beams, and the whole thing is encased with concrete. Like your phone is covered with a case for your protection, similarly the beams are encased, means they are covered with concrete, and over it the base plate is placed and the column is supported by this system. Now here you can see this is a typical diagram of a column base. Now this is your column, this is your base plate, here this is base plate, and this is a tier system of beams. The upper beams are called upper tier beams and the lower tier beams are called lower tier beams, obviously. So we have 2 tier, means if I say 2 tier, that means 1 and 2. This is a 2 tier system based grillage footing. Now we have here 3 and 4. This is a 4 tier system of grillage footing, and on last this is our concrete bed. Now in this diagram, this is our 2 tier grillage system. Now this is the column and this is your slab base, and the slab base is supported over these 2 tier beams. This is upper tier beam and this is lower tier beam. Now there are some specification given to us for designing this grillage footing or this tier system. And the first is the beam should be unpainted and solidly encased in concrete with 10 mm aggregate and a working cube strength of not less than 15 Newton per mm square in 28 days. What it says that the concrete we are using for encasing the steel beams should be of strength 15 Newton per mm square with an aggregate size of 10 mm. Means the minimum grade of concrete for encasing the beams are M15 and the aggregate size is 10 mm, and the beam should not be painted, because if they do so they cannot be bond with concrete effectively. Now second specification is the minimum clear spacing between the 2 tiers, 2 consecutive beams should not be less than 75 millimeter. And to why this is done, because to place and compact the concrete properly. And third specification is that we need to provide a cover of 100 mm minimum all around the tier beam arrangement. So these are the three specifications given by the Indian standard. Now before designing, we need to assume some points for grillage foundations. The first is the load from the column is uniformly distributed over the base plate. Yes, all the load that is given by the column is uniformly distributed over the base plate. That is our first assumption. Now second assumption is that each tier of beam distributed the load uniformly to the lower tier. Means if this is the first tier beam system, this tier beam system distribute the load to the lower tier beam system uniformly. And the third step is intensity of the bearing pressure is uniform. Means the pressure from here to the concrete pad is uniform. So these are the three assumptions we are making before designing. Now let's go to the design part, but before that we need to understand design forces. Since we are talking about the beams, there are two commonly forces that acts on a beam. The first is bending moment and second is shear force. Similarly, in the design forces, when we are talking about grillage foundation, we can calculate the maximum bending moment for upper tier beams and lower tier beams as per these equation. You can see here, these are the equations. Now the capital L and capital B are changed and small a and small b is changed. Now you can see the nomenclature. The P is the load in the column, A and B is the length and width of the base plate respectively, and capital L is the length of upper tier beam and capital B is length of lower tier beams. Similarly, we can find the shear force. The shear force for upper tier beam is calculated by 1 by n P by 2 L minus small a upon capital L. And similarly for lower tier beams, 1 by n P by 2, similarly L is replaced by capital B here and the equation remains same. Here the n is number of beams. So we are using these four equations in our design steps. Now we go to the design steps. Now the first step is to compute the design load by adding 10% of the column load to account for the dead load of column and grillage. We need to add 10% of the column load so to get a design load. The second step is to compute the required area of the grillage footing from the bearing pressure on concrete. Since in first step we get the design load by adding 10% of the dead load of column and grillage, from that we can calculate the area required by dividing it by bearing pressure of the concrete. And if we provide a square base plate, we can also find the dimensions of the base plate. That's how we proceed in grillage footing design, by providing a square base plate. In third step, we will find the maximum bending moment for the upper tier beam by using the equation first, that is m is equal to P by 8 L minus A. In fourth step, we will calculate the section modulus and we select the number of beams to be provided in upper tiers by choosing a suitable section from IS handbook, or you can say steel table. This totally depends upon the section modulus. In next step, we will calculate the maximum shear force per pitch tier by using equation third, that is V is equal to 1 by n P by 2 capital L minus A upon capital L. In the next step, we will check the beam for shear and coupling as per IS code. Now in next step, we will calculate the maximum bending moment for lower tier beams. So here is the equation, m is equal to P by 8 capital B minus B, and after that we'll calculate the section modulus and we'll select the number of beams to be provided from the steel table. Then we will calculate the maximum shear force for each tier as per equation 4, that is V is equal to 1 by n P by 8 capital B minus A upon capital B. And last step is to check the beam section for shear and crippling. So that's how a grillage footing is designed.